press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, so welcome to the NEET and G revision class 6th one in chemistry. So NEET and JEE. Chemistry revision, so part 6. So in the last class we have discussed up to 150 questions. Today I am going to discuss the further questions from question number 151. Question number 151. Methyl chloride, which reacts with sodium in dry ether, we get an organic product. In the above reaction, amount of sodium metal required to get 15 gram of product is. So what mass of sodium is required to form the organic product when methyl chloride is heated with sodium metal? CH3Cl on heating with sodium metal 2Na, it requires another molecule of chloromethane in the presence of dry ether to form ethane. CH3 bond CH3 plus 2NaCl. So what is the molecular mass of ethane? 12 plus 12, 24 plus 6, 30 gram. So when 30 gram of ethane, it is obtained by using atomic mass of sodium is 23, 23 into 2 means 46. So when 46 gram of sodium metal is required for the formation of 30 gram of ethane. But the question is, in this reaction, amount of sodium metal required to get 15 gram of product. So 30 gram obtained from 46 gram. 30 gram obtained from 46 gram. Therefore, 15 gram of ethane that is obtained from half of this value, 23 gram of sodium. Hence, option 3 is the right option. So, option 3 is the right option. Question artha aitalva? To obtain 30 gram of ethane, 46 gram of sodium metal is required. But avaren kelidare amount of sodium metal required to get 15 gram of ethane. Half of this value barbekare illi half of this value use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So 23 gram of sodium metal that is required to produce 15 gram of ethane. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ option 3 is the right option. Next question number 152. Question number 152. Which one gives only one mono substitution product on chlorination? Monochlorination. So it gives only one mono substitution product. So N-pentane, CH3, CH2, 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 CS3. So how many monochlorinated products are possible? So if one H is replaced by one chlorine, so we get one product, one chloropentane. If this H is replaced by one chlorine, 2 chloropentane. This H is replaced by one chlorine, 3 chloropentane. Idar mattu chlor agutte, so repeat agutte. 3 monochlorinated products are possible if N-pentane is used. If neopentane is this one, so identical alkyl groups are attached to same carbon. Identical alkyl groups are attached to same carbon. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಹೆಚ್ಚನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಸೊ ನೇಮ್ ಈಸ್ 1, 2, 3. ಸೊ 1 chloro, 2 dimethyl propane. Or if instead of this H, if this H is replaced by 1 chlorine, numbering starts from this end 1, 2, 3. So therefore 1 chloro, 2 dimethyl, 2 ಡೈಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಪೇನ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನಿಯೋಪೆಂಟೇನ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಮೋನೋಕ್ಲೋರಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಐಸೋಪೆಂಟೇನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಎನ್ ಬ್ಯೂಟೇನಲ್ಲೇ 2 ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಹೆನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 52 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ನಿಯೋಪೆಂಟೇನ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಮೋನೋಕ್ಲೋರಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. Next question number 153. Question number 153. Aromatization of N-heptane by passing over of aluminum and chromium trioxide catalyst at 773 Kelvin. Aromatization, the straight chain hydrocarbon that is converted into an aromatic compound. N-heptane contains 7 carbon atoms, benzene contains only 6, not possible. Then, so in the second option, toluene, that is also one of the possible. So N-heptane, it contains 7 carbon atoms, CH3, CH2 5 times, CS3. This is N-heptane. N-heptane, it undergoes aromatization in the presence of alumina, Al2O3 and chromium trioxide at 773 Kelvin. So aromatization takes place, we get toluene. So toluene contains 7 carbon atoms. Toluene contains 7 carbon atoms. So toluene is the product obtained when N-heptane is subjected to aromatization. Hence second option is the right option. Benzene not possible. Mixture of both ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is wrong. Heptylene ಅಂತಾರೆ, that is also not possible. So option 2 is the right option. Next question number 154. Question number 154. Which of the following alkane has the highest boiling point? Which of the following alkane has highest boiling point? So general one is straight chain hydrocarbons. Straight chain hydrocarbons have higher boiling points. High boiling points. Straight chain hydrocarbons have higher boiling points than branched chain hydrocarbons. Second point. So as branching increases, boiling point decreases. As branching increases, boiling point decreases. Then, as the number of carbon atoms increases, boiling point also increases. So look here, option 3, maximum branching is there, low boiling point compound. When compared to first one and fourth one, so first one has 5 carbon atoms, straight chain hydrocarbon, so it has a high boiling point. Is clear? First one has 5 carbon atoms, straight chain hydrocarbon, they have high boiling points. Then second one, branching increases, boiling point decreases. So therefore your option is first one. So the same branching is same number of carbon atoms are there. So one carbon atom is more in case of second option. One carbon atom is greater than in case of second option. Is clear? So therefore second option is the right option. Nodi, first option straight chain hydrocarbon, that is right, pentane 5 carbon atom is there. But in second one, isopentane has 6 carbon atoms. As the number of carbon atoms increases, boiling point also increases. Therefore second option is the right option for question number 54. Next question number 155. Question number 155. Anti-Markovnikov's addition is not observed in. So anti-Markovnikov's addition, that is not possible in case of symmetrical alkenes. In symmetrical alkenes, anti-Markovnikov's addition is not possible. possible. Where in case of symmetrical alkenes it is not possible. Propene unsymmetrical alkene, 1 butene unsymmetrical, 2 pentene unsymmetrical, 2 butene. So option fourth one is the right option for question number 155. So 2 butene. So 2 butene is the symmetrical alkene, CH3CH, double bond CH3. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ anti-Marconi capsule it is not possible. Hence option fourth one is the right option. Next question number 156. Question number 156. Bayer's reagent is used in the laboratory form. Bayer's reagent is alkaline potassium permanganate. Alkaline KMNO4. It is called Bayer's reagent. Bayer's reagent. So it is used for the, so option 1 detection of double bond, detection of glucose, reduction and oxidation. So alkaline KMNO4 and also bromine water, Br2H2O. So these two reagents are used for the detection of unsaturation. So these are the test for unsaturation. Test for unsaturation. So test for unsaturation can be done by using Bayer's reagent test. Bayer's reagent means alkaline potassium permanganate and also bromine water. If the compound is unsaturated or which contains a double bond or triple bond, the color of KMNO4, pink colored potassium permanganate or orange yellow colored bromine water, they are discharged. So therefore first one is the right option for question number 156. Next question number 157. Ozonolysis of 2-methyl butene yields 2-methyl butene CH3CCH3 double bond CHCH3. 2-methyl butene. So 2-methyl butene, it is subjected to ozonolysis. Ozonolysis reaction that is used to identify the position of carbon-carbon double bond. So ozone, it reacts at the double bond carbon atom. So means this carbon-carbon double bond breaks when it is subjected to ozonolysis. This carbon atom which acquires one oxygen atom and this oxygen atom acquires another oxygen atom. So to form CH3, CO, CS3, acetone and CH3, CHO. So these are the two products formed by the ozonolysis of 2-methyl butene. So both aldehyde and ketones are obtained. So aldehyde and ketone. So option 1 is the right option. So first option is the correct option. ನೋಡಿ ಜ್ಞಾಪಕಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಓಝೋನ್ಲೈಸ್ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸೊ ಆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ, CO ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, CH3CH ಆಲ್ಡಿಹೈಡ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಫ್ ಓಝೋನ್ ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಪರ್ಮಾಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ CH2COH. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ ಪರ್ಮಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಿಂಗ್ ಏಜೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಕೀಟೋನ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಓಝೋನ್ ಲೈಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೀ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 158. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 158. Position of double bond in an organic compound is determined by, ನೋಡಿ position of double bond, ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ, 1 2 CH3CH ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ. ಯಾವಾಗ? when it is subjected to ozonolysis. So ozonolysis reaction that is used to identify the position of carbon-carbon double bond. Hence option 2 is the right option for question number 158. Option 2. ozonolysis. Next question number 159. Question number 159. The test for unsaturation is confirmed by the decolorization of which of the following? ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. So, test for unsaturation, there are two tests. One is the Bayer's test, Bayer's reagent test. Bayer's reagent test. Second one is bromine water test. Bromine water test. If the compound is unsaturated, pink colored potassium permanganate is discharged. If the compound is unsaturated, the orange yellow colored bromine water is also discharged. So in the given options, iodine water, copper sulfate solution, bromine water, all of these. So option 3 is the right option, bromine water test. Bromine water is used. Next question number 160. Question number 160. N-propyl benzene can be obtained in qualitative yield by the following method. N-propyl benzene. By treating benzene with N-propyl chloride in the presence of aluminum chloride. So N-propyl benzene with N-propyl chloride. So in the option A, so when benzene, it is heated with N-propyl chloride, CH3, CH2, CH2Cl. So it gives in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride. So it generates an electrophile. So it can accept one chlorine atom along with bonding electrons. Then the primary carbocation is generated. So here, so this hydrogen atom, so hydride ion shift from so this center carbon atom to the primary carbon atom. This leads to the formation of secondary carbocation CH3 plus CH3. Then this secondary carbocation which attacks to benzene. So which attacks to benzene ring to form isopropyl benzene. To form isopropyl benzene, not N-propyl benzene. So when benzene is heated with isopropyl chloride in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride, we get isopropyl benzene, not N-propyl benzene. That is why first option is wrong. Sir, first one is wrong. Then second one. By treating excess of benzene with N-propyl chloride, same product is obtained. That is also wrong. Then point number 3. By treating benzene with allyl chloride in the presence of aluminum chloride, followed by reduction. Then third point. So in the third point, by treating benzene with allyl chloride, CH2, double bond CH, CH2Cl. This is allyl chloride. So in the presence of anhydrous aluminum chloride AlCl3, so to form allyl benzene. So CH2, CH, double bond CH2. Then it is subjected to reduction. So it is subjected to reduction, followed by reduction. So using hydrogen in the presence of nickel. So it undergoes the unsaturated compound, it undergoes addition reaction to form N-propyl benzene. So CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-propyl benzene. Hence, so third one is the right option. Next, another one, fourth one. By treating benzene with the propionyl chloride in the presence of aluminum chloride, followed by Clemmensen reduction. So third option is right. Similarly, when benzene, it is treated with propionyl chloride. So fourth one, propionyl chloride, CH3CH2 COCl. This is propionyl chloride. So in the presence of AlCl3, so we get COCH2 CH3. This is ethyl phenyl ketone. So one of the hydrogen atom from benzene and one chlorine atom eliminated as HCl. Then So in the presence of aluminum chloride, this acylenium ion, it is an electrophile, it generates, it attacks to the benzene ring. This results in the formation of ethyl phenyl ketone. Then which is subjected to Clemmensen reduction, zinc amalgam in concentrated HCl, it undergoes reduction. This CO group is changed to CS2 group. In this case also we get N-propyl benzene. So here CH2, CH2, CH3. So N-propyl benzene, hence fourth one is also correct. So your answer is third option. So for the question number 160, third and fourth option, third and fourth points are correct, means third option is the right option. Is clear? Next, question number 161. Question number 161. The radical benzyl carbocation is aromatic. It is aromatic. It has. So look here. Benzyl carbocation CH2 plus benzyl carbonium ion or benzyl carbocation. 6p orbitals. Note observe madre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbon atoms 6p orbitals ide, and also 6 unpaired electrons. There are 3 pi bonds. 3 pi bonds means 6 unpaired electrons. So option 1 is right. Then in the second option, 7p orbitals and 6 unpaired electrons. That is wrong. Not 7p orbitals. Yakandre illirav involve agalla. That is wrong. Then 7p orbitals and 7 unpaired electrons wrong. 6p orbitals 7, that is also wrong. So first option is the right option. First option is the right option. Next, question number 162. Which of the following is not an aromatic compound? Aromaticity that depends on Haeckel's rule. Aromatic nature of a compound that depends on Haeckel's rule. So Haeckel's rule. So the compound which contains 4n plus 2 delocalized pi electrons. Delocalized pi electrons. If a compound which obeys this rule, Haeckel's rule, then the compound is aromatic. So option 1, there are 8 electrons. Note observe madre, 3 bonds ide, 3 double bonds ide, and 6 electrons aitu, 1 negative charge ide, that means 2 electrons, there are 8 electrons. See, if n is equal to 1, if n is 1, note observe madre, n is equal to 1 are 6 pi electrons, but alli estiದೆ 8 electrons ide. If n is 2, 4 into 2 plus 2, 10. So first one not possible. First one not possible. Okay? It does not obey Haeckel's rule. Then second one. So nitrogen has one lone pair of electron. So in the second option, look at this structure. N. So here H. There are 2 double bonds. So 2 pi bonds, 4 electrons, and nitrogen atom has one lone pair of electron. So this lone pair and 2 pi bonds are involved in delocalization. So therefore it is aromatic in nature. So if n is equal to 1, then 6 pi electrons, 2 and 2 electrons. Then in the third option, if n is 0, so if n is equal to 0, then 2 pi electrons, 2 delocalized pi electrons. So 4n plus 2. If n is equal to 0, only 2 delocalized pi electrons. So look here, these 2 electrons are involved in the resonance. So then this charge, this positive charge distribute this carbon atom. Is it clear? So it contains 2 delocalized pi electrons. It obeys Haeckel's rule. Then in the fourth option, there are 3 pi bonds, means 6 unpaired or 3 pi electrons or 6 electrons. So in the fourth option, if n is equal to 1, then it has 6 pi electrons. It is also aromatic in nature. Hence, so first option is the wrong option. That is not aromatic. Next question number. So for the question number 162, first option is your option. That is not aromatic. Next question number 163. Question number 163. During nitration of benzene with nitrate mixture, HNO3 acts as. In the nitration of benzene, look at the basic equation, HHSO4 plus HONO2. So we get HSO4 minus plus H2O plus NO2 plus. This is the actual reaction involved in the nitration of benzene. Nitrate mixture means mixture of nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So here one H plus is lost, and here so one OH is lost. It is eliminated in the form of water. Then HSO4 minus and NO2 plus. This nitric acid, so which can accept this proton or it can donate OH minus R. So therefore it acts as a base. So in the nitration of benzene with nitrate mixture, nitric acid acts as a base. If it cannot produce OH minus R, then there is no elimination of, so there is no formation of NO2 plus. This is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. NO2 plus is an electrophile. Is clear? So that is why nitric acid acts as a base. Hence, for the question number 163, second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Next, question number 164. Question number 164. Treatment of benzene is with isobutene in the presence of sulfuric acid gives. Benzene with isobutene. Benzene with isobutene. So it is an example for, so the reaction is carried out in the presence of an acid medium. Isobutene CH3 CCH3 double bond CHCS3. So sorry, this is isobutene CH2. This is isobutene. So in the presence of an acid medium, so H plus. So under the influence of this H plus, this CH2 group gets a pair of pi electrons so that this H plus attacks to this carbon. This results in the formation of CH3, C plus, CH3, CH3. So this is, so here under the influence of H plus, this H plus attacks to CH2 group. So we get CS3C plus CS3 CS3. This is the tertiary carbocation. So which reacts with benzene? Which reacts with benzene? So this electrophile attacks to the benzene ring. So finally we get tertiary butyl benzene is obtained. Tertiary butyl benzene. So this is the final product. Tertiary butyl benzene. Tertiary butyl benzene is the main product obtained by the reaction between benzene and isobutene. Hence, your option is second option. So for question number 164, second option is the right option. Next, question number 165. Question number 165. Hydrocarbon which does not decolorize alkaline potassium permanganate solution and also does not give any precipitate with ammoniacal silver nitrate. So this is used as a test for unsaturation. So in the given compound, in the given options, all the compounds are unsaturated. Benzene, acetylene, propane and butane. But in benzene, so there are 3 carbon-carbon double bonds. So these are not localized at any particular position. So these are always highly delocalized. So due to the presence of highly delocalized pi electrons, it is due to resonance. So it is stable. This is highly stable. Hence, it cannot answer a test for unsaturation. So therefore, for question number 165, first option is the right option. But acetylene, it decolorizes KMnO4 as well as bromine water, propane, and also butane. But benzene is not decolorized by alkaline potassium permanganate because benzene is stable due to resonance or due to highly delocalized pi electron cloud. Is clear? Then question number 166. Question number 166. Identify the correct order of reactivity of electrophilic substitution reactions in the following compounds. First one is benzene. Second one, toluene. Third one, chlorobenzene. So fourth one, nitrobenzene. So this is the compound 1, 2, 3, 4. Electrophilic substitution reaction. So particularly this electrophile which attacks to the benzene ring. Is clear? Illi yavudu bekara agodu. So if it attacks to the benzene ring, only when it attacks to the centers having a high electron density. So if the electron density is high in case of benzene, that is possible only when there should be an electron donating group. Is clear? Electron donating groups. So hence, electron donating groups increases the rate of or the reactivity of electrophilic substitution reactions. So increases the rate of electrophilic substitution reactions, electron donating groups. But electron withdrawing groups, which decreases the rate of electrophilic substitution reactions. So NO2 group is an electron withdrawing group. So electron withdrawing groups decreases the electrophilic substitution reaction because this NO2 group which can accept electrons from the benzene ring, thereby the electron density and the benzene ring decreases, hence the electrophile cannot attach to this compound not easily. So therefore it is least reactive towards electrophilic substitution reaction. But among chlorobenzene and toluene, so these are so here it exerts a minus effect, but it can donate so one lone pair of electrons due to positive mesomeric effect. But here it is due to hyperconjugation effect. So therefore among these two, so in this case electron donating group increase the rate of electrophilic substitution reaction. So here this chlorine atom, electron donating as well as deactivating due to minus effect. Electronegativity jastirinda deactivating nature, but it is an activating group. So hence among these two, this is the highest. Most reactive towards electrophilic substitution reaction is 2, second compound. Least one is fourth one. So most reactive, this is least reactive. Most reactive is 2, third option. Most reactive is 2, third option. Is clear? No, third option 2, 1, 3, 4 ಇದೆ. So least reactive is fourth one. Adu first and third option ಇದೆ. That is why option 1 is the right option. This is least reactive, fourth one is least, then second one is highest. Among these two, not observe madre, second one. So this first one is most reactive. Chlorine is chlorobenzene and benzene. So least reactive is nitrobenzene. Most reactive is toluene. ಸೊ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲೋರಿನ್. ಈಗ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 2 1 ಸೊ ಬೆನ್ಸಿನ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಯುವರ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಇಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡೊನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಹೈಪರ್ ಕಾನ್ಜುಗೇಷನ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್, electron donating due to positive mesomeric effect, but it is deactivating nature because it is electronegative element. Is it clear? So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವೆರಡರಲ್ಲೇ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಈಸ್ ಟಾಲಿನ್, ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋರೋಬೆನ್ಸೀನ್, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 167. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಂಬರ್ 167. Nitration of benzene by nitric acid and sulfuric acid is nitration of benzene by using nitric acid and sulfuric acid. So nitric acid and sulfuric acid, it generates, so ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ HSO4 plus OHNO2, it generates an electrophile nitronium ion HSO4 minus plus H2O plus NO2 plus. So this is an electrophile. This electrophile which attacks to benzene ring. Therefore, this is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. Hence, for the question number 167, first option is the right option. ಯಾವ electrophilic substitution reaction ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ? So nitration, sulfonation, halogenation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation and Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. These are all electrophilic substitution reactions. Next question number 168. Question number 168. X is the major product in the reaction is benzene with N-propyl chloride. Benzene with N-propyl chloride, CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl in the presence of AlCl3. So already ನಾನು ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಲೆ. Aluminum chloride can accept this chlorine atom along with bonding electrons, thereby the primary carbocation is generated, and at the same time, so this hydride ion transfer from the center carbon atom to terminal carbon atom. This leads to the formation of secondary carbocation. So CH3, CH plus, CH3. So secondary or primary carbocation converted into secondary. It is highly stable. So it attacks to the benzene ring. This results in the formation of isopropyl benzene. CH, CH3, CH3. So this is isopropyl benzene. Hence, second option is the correct option for the question number 168. Isopropyl benzene. Next question number 169. Electrophile in sulfonation of benzene is electrophile in the sulfonation of benzene. So in the sulfonation of benzene, the electrophile is, so when benzene is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid, is clear? Sulfuric acid HSO4 plus HO, SO2 and H. So here OH, H2, SO4, OH, OH, SO3, H. So look here, this one of the sulfuric acid, it releases H plus, and from the another sulfuric acid it can accept this H plus accept ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ OH minus ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ H plus ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. So that in this case we get HSO4 minus plus H2O plus H plus hydronium ion H3O plus SO3. So this sulfur trioxide acts as a electrophile. It is a neutral electrophile. So in the sulfonation of benzene, by using sulfuric acid, sulfur trioxide is an electrophile. Hence for the question number 169, so second option is the right option. Sulfur trioxide. Is clear? Next, question number 170. Nitration of toluene takes place at. Nitration is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. For question number 170. Nitration of toluene. Nitration is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. In case of toluene, so when it is treated with concentrated sulfuric acid and concentrated nitric acid, nitration of toluene. So methyl group is, so CS3 group is, so it is an electron donating group, and all electron donating or electron releasing groups are ortho and para directing groups. So therefore, in this case we get both ortho and para compounds. Orthonitrotoluene and para-nitrotoluene are formed. So in this case we get both orthonitrotoluene and para-nitrotoluene. So CS3NO2 gain and para-nitrotoluene. CH3NO2. So among these two compounds, para compounds are always predominant compounds and some major compounds. So in the nitration of toluene takes place at both ortho and para position. So for the question number 170, fourth option is the right option. So because so in toluene, methyl group is, so this is very important, methyl group is electron donating, it is an ortho para directing group. Is clear? Next question number 171. So question number 171, which among the following is a deactivating group? Which among the following is a deactivating group? Chlorine, OR, NH2, NHR. So all are electron donating groups. Electron donating groups are ortho para directing groups. Electron donating groups are ortho para directing groups. But among the given options, chlorine, it exerts minus effect in case of the alkali halides, and also it is a deactivating group. It is an ortho para directing. It is so this is an exceptional case. Chlorine is ortho and para directing, but it is deactivating. Due to minus I effect. But it shows plus M effect. It can donate one lone pair of electrons towards the conjugated pi system. Is clear? So that is why your option is first option. So for the question number 171, it is an exceptional case. Nodi electronegativity halogenesis ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. Agare electronegativity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ they exerts minus effect. But if chlorine atom is present in alkali halides or in general halogen present in the alkali halides, that exerts minus effect. So in case of aromatic halogen compounds, they are deactivating due to minus effect, but they are the ortho para directing. Deactivating, ortho para directing. But generally observe ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ all deactivating groups are meta directing groups. All deactivating groups are meta directing, but all activating groups are ortho para directing. But here chlorine is ortho para directing, but it is deactivating due to minus effect. It is an exceptional case. Option 2, 3 and 4 are ortho para directing groups. They are the ring activating groups, not deactivating groups. Next, question number 172. Identify the product. Benzene reacts with nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Benzene which reacts with nitric acid and sulfuric acid, which reacts with HNO3 and H2SO4, so less than 60 degree centigrade. So reaction is a nitration reaction. So benzene undergoes nitration to form nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene. So in nitrobenzene, NO2 group, it is electron withdrawing group. This is the meta directing group. Meta directing group. Electron withdrawing, all electron withdrawing groups are meta directing groups. So one it is, so in the sequence of reaction, this is A. Then when it is subjected to bromination in the presence of ferric bromide, bromination in the presence of ferric bromide, since it is meta directing group, therefore meta derivatives are possible. So meta bromo nitrobenzene is obtained because it is the meta directing group. Meta bromo nitrobenzene is obtained. So this is the answer. So in the first option is wrong. Second option ortho product, that is also wrong. Then third option is meta bromo nitrobenzene. So third option is the right option. Is clear? So fourth one paranitro bromobenzene, that is also wrong. Next question number 173. Question number 173. Which is most readily nitrated? Nitration is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. Nitration is electrophilic substitution reaction. Electrophilic substitution reaction. This is an example for electrophilic substitution reactions. Electrophiles are preferably attached to centers having a high electron density. So high electron density in benzene ring is possible only when the benzene ring which carries electron donating group. Electron donating group. So in the given options, benzene, phenol, aniline and nitrobenzene. In nitrobenzene, so nitro group is electron withdrawing group. So electrophilic substitution reaction occurs, does not readily occurs in case of nitrobenzene. Then so that is why fourth option is wrong. In the third option, aniline. Aniline is a base. So during nitration of benzene, acids are used, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. Nitric acid is an oxidizing agent. So aniline is easily oxidized. And also aniline is a base which reacts with acids like either sulfuric acid or nitric acid. That is why third option is not possible. But in the case of phenol, so in phenol, OH group is electron donating group. OH group is electron donating group. So electron donating groups which increases the rate of electrophilic substitution reactions, because this group which increase the electron density and the benzene ring, hence the electrophile easily attached to benzene ring at a specific positions. So that is why second option is the right option for question number 173. Is clear? So phenol. Next, question number 174. Question number 174. Strongest ortho, para and meta directing groups respectively are. Strongest ortho, para and meta directing. NO2 is meta directing. Ortho, para and meta anta helidare. NO2 is meta directing. So option 1 is wrong. Second option. So CONS2 and NS2. NS2 is orthopara, but our respective ಕ್ರಮವಾಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So that is meta directing ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ second option is wrong. Then third option, NS2 is orthopara directing. CONS2, it acts as both. That is why it is also wrong. Then fourth option, NS2 is orthopara directing. That is right. NO2 is meta directing. So that is also correct. So for the question number 174, fourth option is the right option. NH2 group is orthopara-directing, NO2 group is meta-directing. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, NO2 meta-directing, NO2 is orthopara, NH2 orthopara, so then NO2 is meta-directing. CONH2 ಎರಡು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಇದೆ, CO ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟಾ-ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್, NH2 ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆದರೆ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆರ್ಥೋಪ್ಯಾರಾ-ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. Is clear? Next question number 175. In chlorobenzene, chlorine is orthopara-directing in electrophilic substitution reaction. Directing influence is explained by orthopara-directing andaga. Note, in case of chlorobenzene, it is deactivating but it is orthopara-directing. So due to the presence of 3 lone pairs of electrons on the chlorine atom, it involves resonance. If an atom or a group which can donate lone pair of electrons towards the conjugated pi system, then they are called positive resonance effect or plus M effects. Plus M effect of chlorine. Plus M effect of chlorine. Is clear? Because it has 3 lone pairs of electrons. Even though it is deactivating, but it is orthopara-directing due to positive mesomeric effect. Hence, so for the question number 175, so third option is the right option. Next, question number 176. Question number 176. Which of the following compounds gives only one isomer upon nitration? Only one isomer upon nitration. Nodi, option 1. Nitration is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction. Nodi, hello bekagare. With respect to this group, so nitro group attacks to this one, ortho. Is clear? Then with respect to this group, this is para, meta not possible. Is clear? ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ, ಆರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎರಡೂ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಮೆಟಾಝೈಲಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಾಝೈಲಿನ್ CS3. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್, ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಸೊ ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದರೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಆರ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಆರ್ತು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ NO2 group is introduced at this position, this is ortho with respect to this group, para with respect to this group. So more than one substitution product is possible for second compound also. In the third compound, so methyl groups are attached to opposite positions, CS3. So with respect to these groups, para positions are black rings. Is clear? So para compound is not possible. So because these are the 2 electron donating groups, so only one so compound is possible, that is ortho with respect to this one. Is clear? Since methyl group is orthopara-directing, but with respect to these 2 groups, so para positions illa illi, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಥೋ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಇದು ಆರ್ಥೋನೆ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಇದು ಆರ್ಥೋನೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ 3, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ substituted compound is possible for this para-xylins. Next question number 176. Question number 176. Sorry, question number 177. In the given reaction, so observe the given sequence of reaction. Toluene with acetyl chloride, 177, toluene with acetyl chloride, toluene which reacts with acetyl chloride, CH3COCl. In the presence of anhydrous aluminium chloride, anhydrous aluminium chloride, this is an example for electrophilic substitution reaction, but acyl group is introduced into the benzene ring. This is called Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. So to form two compounds are possible. So one is the electrophile attacks to ortho position, COCS3, and another one is the electrophile attacks to para position to form COCS3 at the para position with respect to CS3 group. So paramethyl acetophenone and orthomethyl acetophenone, among these two, para compound is the major compound. This is the major compound. Hence, second option is the right option. Second one is the major compound. Is clear? Para compounds are always major compounds. Next question number 178. Question number 178. Potassium dichromate to potassium chromate. Potassium dichromate. K2Cr2O7. K2Cr2O7 to K2Cr4. The oxidation state of chromium in potassium dichromate is +6. 7 multiplied by -2, -14. So +2 lost. So -12. -12 for 2 chromium. For each chromium +6. Is clear? So +12 -12. So here also +6. So in case of both the dichromate and chromate, oxidation state of chromium is not changed. Same ide. That is why your option is, so the oxidation number, the following changes. Potassium +1 not changed. Chromium +6 not changed. So oxygen -2. So answer is none. So fourth option is the right option. None of these. Next question number 179. Question number 179. Cuprous iodide, CuI, cuprous iodide, that is changed to copper and cupric iodide. Copper and cupric iodide. The reaction is, oxidation state of copper in cuprous iodide is +1. In case of neutral state, oxidation state of copper is 0. In case of cupric iodide, oxidation state is +2. So therefore the +1, it is changed to 0. +1 is changed to +2. So oxidation number increases, oxidation number decreases. So in a reaction, the oxidation state of a particular element, the increases as well as decreases. This is called disproportionation reaction. So disproportionation reaction. Hence, first option is the right option. First option is the right option for question number 179. Is clear? Next question number 180. Question number 180. Method used to remove temporary oddness of water is. So temporary oddness of water, then this can be removed by heating water or by using a slacked lime. So water, hard water. So hard water contains temporary oddness of water can be removed by heating or by adding slacked lime. So calcium bicarbonate, HCO3 twice. This bicarbonate ions are removed by adding slacked lime, CaOH twice, to form CaCO3 and H2O. CaCO3 and H2O. So bicarbonates are changed to carbonates. Remove ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ bicarbonate ಅನ್ನು remove ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. Or by using so calcium magnesium bicarbonates, MgHCO3 twice. It is also removed by adding calcium hydroxide to form calcium carbonate along with the formation of magnesium hydroxide. So temporary hardness of water can be removed by adding slacked lime. This is called slacked lime. By adding slacked lime, this process is called Clark's process. This is called Clark's process, or by heating hard water. So the temporary hardness of water can be removed. But in case of Colgan's method, ion exchange method, and synthetic resins method, so these are the three methods used to remove the permanent hardness of water. Permanent hardness of water by option 1, Colgan's method, that is used to remove the permanent hardness of water. So sulfates and carbonate ions can be removed by using, so chlorides and carbonates, they can be removed by using Colgan's method, ion exchange method, and also synthetic resins method. So for the question number 180, so Clark's method, so second option is the right option. Is clear? So okay, so I will continue in the next class for second PUC questions. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೈನಲ್ಲಾಗೆ ಏನು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ವು ಅದು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ನಿಮಗೆ 180 + 180 360 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ PUC ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ವಿತ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ರಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.